I can do this part, you know, which is kind of cool now. Yes! Hi, I'm MONKyBEARD, and welcome to the channel. So, it's been a while, and sorry, life kind of caught up with me, and, well, here we are, and safe to say, I think I made it. I was using Minoxidil for 3 years, and I think I was able to achieve a pretty solid beard, considering I used to look like this. I started with pretty much nothing. I didn't have pretty much any facial hair. My mustache didn't even connect. It was like 2 hairs on the opposite side, and like a 3-finger gap in between, and maybe some hair on my chin. But now, I think I can say I have a full beard, and I'm in the process of doing the yeared, so I'm essentially not doing anything, like no trimming, no cutting, no anything for a year, and seeing what my beard looks like after that time. So there's a couple things that I'm still doing. I've completely rolled off of Minoxidil after 3 years. I did a slow ramp down for 6 months from the 2.5-year mark all the way down to the 3-year mark. Then I started to slowly ramp down off of dermarolling. So after a month of rolling off, I stopped dermarolling, partially out of laziness. I mean, I had been keeping it up for 3 years, and I just want to see what happens if I can just have a beard without any upkeep or anything. That being said, I do still keep up with beard balm. I actually have a beard balm that I've been using for a long time. It's from Sweet Hope Naturals. I do have a coupon code. If you would like, it's about 15% off. It's what I use, though that being said, I can recommend if you can find avocado oil, sunflower oil, peppermint oil, or castor oil. Those 4 are kind of like the key ingredients, and if you can find those usually help with beard growth. And I've been using this, it kind of has it all, and it's actually, I feel, has helped with my beard growth, even after rolling off Minoxidil, and definitely during. I mean, one thing that I noticed just using oil in general, I first started off with Jamaican black castor oil, and I think that what that did was it kind of helps like start the vellus hair, and then Minoxidil kind of takes it all the way to the finish line. I have been still using beard balm. Not only is it, you know, helping my beard with growth, but it also has been helping with just the health of it. Like, my beard is actually very soft, and also very malleable. If you're interested, I'll leave kind of the link to it, and as well as the coupon code down below. Again, you're not obligated to buy it. It's not mandatory for your Minoxidil beard, but it is something that I personally use and I would recommend. So otherwise, you can just go on Amazon, but it'd probably be either the same price or more expensive to buy all the other oils. So there were kind of 3 outcomes that I kind of figured what would happen after rolling off Minoxidil. Number 1 would be like if I rolled off Minoxidil and that the beard would fall off and I would kind of lose all the beard gains. That's kind of what would happen if you use Minoxidil for your scalp. That could be a potential outcome. The other one, which seems to be what supports all anecdotal evidence that I've researched before going into the Minoxidil Beard Journey myself, and that was that if you use Minoxidil long enough and then the hair get terminal, so like this dark hair, then it would stay, and then you would lose all the vellus hairs. The last one, and this is actually the outcome that I was not expecting, was that I would roll off Minoxidil and that the beard would continue to progress. To my surprise, and I don't know if this is, you know, because of the duration that I went a full 3 years of using Minoxidil, or if something triggered inside of me, I don't know, but it seems that there are new vellus hairs that are still forming, and like even right here, I'm seeing that this part is starting to get denser and fill out. So I wasn't expecting that, and I don't know if it has to do with the beard balm, because at this point, I'm not dermarolling anymore, I'm not using Minoxidil anymore, but I am using the beard balm. But I am kind of inconsistent with the beard balm, so I don't know. All I am is anecdotal evidence of something that worked for me. Unfortunately, it's not like an absolute, you know, clinical trial where we have a large enough sample size to say. That being said, I do think that there is enough anecdotal evidence, and there's a whole subreddit of Minox beards. I'd say that there's a strong direct correlation from using Minoxidil and growing a beard. I was not predisposed to have much facial hair at all. My whole family is pretty smooth-faced. You know, up to a point, I was in my late 20s when I first started, so I'm pretty sure that a mixture of the dermarolling and the Minoxidil probably jump-started and got me to my full potential of a beard. You know, there was part of me that wanted to think maybe I should have continued going and really fill it out, but I think that just for the sake of the experiment and, maybe to show that, you don't need to have a full, like, super dark, can't see, no light into the beard to have it look good. I'm very happy with the beard that I have. It actually is kind of exactly how I envisioned it to be, where, it kind of lines up perfectly. I don't edge it at all, and it just kind of grows perfectly, and that's pretty awesome. I wanted this divot. I don't know why, I just thought it looked cool, because maybe it helps break up the pattern. And I also wanted a small gap. I didn't want a 3-finger gap, but I did want a small gap in between my mustache, and I was able to get that. I think a very big thing that kind of helped me get a more shapely beard, especially since I had baby face, was that I was pretty prescriptive in exactly where I put the minoxidil, and I was very consistent. And there was a period, maybe around like the 14 to 18 month mark, where the beard was a little low, actually, and I knew that it was because I applied too low. I was too conservative to go up higher on the cheeks, and I think that's why you can see that, the higher up on the cheeks is a little sparser than down below, and that's just because this had less overall minoxidil for the course of the minoxidil journey. And for some reason, I think I forgot to put minoxidil down here for like the first 8 months, and I don't know if that's what stunted it or if this is just my natural beard pattern, but yeah, that's where we are. And the other thing was that I didn't want hair to go down my neck, because I've heard from people who are natural growers of beards that shaving the neck area is a real pain. I really wanted to strike the balance of like maximum beard with lowest maintenance as possible. So for those of you who are completely baby face, it actually might be a blessing in disguise, because I was able to grow the beard kind of exactly in the same right shape where I would have, had to kind of trim it up anyway. And for a prime example, look, it cut, while there is some gap, if I were to lift up the beard, it's kind of like you're like nitpicking at that point. If I just brush it down, kind of makes a nice shape the entire way through, and I don't have to trim up or anything. This is, 2 months of growth. I have reached the point where food is now like a real burden, because it gets stuck in my mustache. I have refused to trim the mustache. My hope is that I can, eventually start to shape it into something. I can do this part, which is kind of cool now. Ah, yes! And my hope is that I can get, a nice fuller mustache if I just let it be. But I've been eating my mustache, like, on the regular, and it's just great, getting food, lotion, chapstick, you name it, stuck in the mustache, and then it gets all bleh. I'm doing this for you guys. That being said, if you want to use the beard balm, it's there. As you can see, I've used this pretty extensively. I mean, I'm pretty much at the end of this jug. And it's lasted me probably almost 2 years, this. So, I mean, it's a great ROI, I'd say, if you're looking for just some way to kind of moisturize your beard and kind of give it that lusciousness. It also kind of tames the strays, so it's kind of like a win-win, honestly. And I wouldn't be pitching it for this much unless I actually believed in the product, because my end goal is to have as many people who are predisposed to be beardless to fight against the systems that be, and break the matrix and give you the beard of your dreams. So this is the stuff that I personally use. I've kind of worked with her to kind of create a formula that's even better, so I'm testing that one out right now. Hopefully you get the same great results that I have. Thank you again for being so patient with me. I know that I've been absent. My hope is that I can continue to start pumping out more videos for y'all. I'm trying to get into a good groove. I've got more stuff on my plate as of recent months, and now I'm just trying to get acclimated. But this is important to me because, again, I am very humbled that there's over 1,000 of you who are interested in growing a beard and have interest in what I have to say. I'm heard that you guys are interested also. Some of you are interested in like the podcast, and if that's something that you all find value in, then I would be more than happy to kind of jumpstart that again, because yeah, I mean, that if my whole hope is that you guys have value by subscribing and feeling like you're part of this awesome Beard Brother community. So, again, the journey is very long. I hope that you are a hyper responder and can grow a beard in like less than a year. But if you aren't, just know that with dedication and consistency and just creating a solid routine, that you can grow a beard too. I thought it was impossible, and it really has changed my entire philosophy on things. Like, what else can be possible if you just put time, dedication, and focus into a particular goal? No matter how impossible you might think it is, the journey will surprise you. So, again, thank you. If you like this kind of content and you want to learn how to grow an awesome beard, or just understand more about my random philosophies, then please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, I am pretty good about answering all the questions out there. I want you guys to have a nice repository of kind of FAQs. People probably have the same questions as you. So if you have any, please don't be afraid to just toss it out there, and I will be more than happy to respond. So that way you feel very confident in your decision to join the Minoxidil Beard Journey. And if you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, getting this message out to more beard brothers so that more people don't have to suffer with such a baby face if they do not want to. So, as always, stay strong, beard brothers, and I'll catch you in the next one.